Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria and in today's video I want to talk about old money style. There is more and more content being seen on the internet or across social media platforms where creators given the advice on how to dress according to certain aesthetic and even have a lifestyle of that kind. And now is the latest season of the show Succession and how the family dresses the show, as well as the Gwyneth Paltrow outfits during the court of the ski accident. The quiet luxury have started to whisper to us again. So what is the old money aesthetic? The old money term usually refers to people who are rich and they have inherited their wealth from the long line of the ancestors. It is usually compared as superior to the new money, which is basically people who have earned their wealth by themselves. The new money aesthetic is often portrayed as very flashy, over the top, many brands, logos. Think about the California rich, for example, aesthetic that was popularized by Kardashians in 2010. The old money aesthetic is not a new term. In the 19th century, during the Gilded Age era in US, there was a void between the old aristocratic families and the newcomers to the high society. Gilded Age is a period between roughly 1870s and the beginning of the 20th century. That was a time of rapid economic growth, especially in the northern and western United States. There was lots of new made money from the heavy industries like factories, railroads, and coal mining. The old money were not accepting of the newcomers to the high society.
Now you need to know we only receive the old people in this house, not the new. Never the new.
What's the difference?
The old have been in charge since before the revolution. They ruled justly until the new people invaded.
For example, in 18th century Europe, old money families attempted to raise themselves above the nouveau riche by sensitively renovating their ancestral residences to allude to their antiquity. In turn, the nouveau riche were building the mansions that are now known having the Gilded Age style. Some examples of it are the very well-known nouveau riche family of Vanderbilt and the Breakers, a Gilded Age mansion in Newport. When it comes to the old money style that we see on social media, it seems to be the romanticized life of the rich people, which most of the population cannot afford. The lavish mansion among lush gardens, yachts, summers on Amalfi Coast in southern Italy, tennis court, antique cars, mansions, boarding schools, private schools, and lush dinners. The majority of the videos, though, are focusing not on the lifestyle, but on the clothes, as it makes sense that out of the all lavish lifestyle, this is something that most can afford. So what is the old money style? The style consists from clothes with muted palettes of white, beige, baby blue, dark navy blue. The clothes pieces one could see in videos are navy blazers, tailored suits, turtlenecks, trench coats, Oxfords, tweed skirt and jacket sets, Chanel's Jackie Kennedy inspired, designer handbags without logos, etc. The inspiration for old money style aesthetic come from movies such as The Talented Mr. Ripley, Grace Kelly in High Society, and Audrey Hepburn in Sabrina, as well as the fashion style of Jackie Kennedy in the 60s and Lady Diana's in the 80s and 90s. As we all know, the world is currently in the recession. Why is that the Gen Z and younger millennials are so into this current brand? As Debt writes, as the members of the so-called last chance generation, Zoomers are the polar opposites of the generational nemesis, baby boomers. Where boomers were born into the advancing world, Zoomers were born into a world in decline. With their future hanging in the balance of countless crises, is it any wonder that they have found comfort in the past? So one of the options is that the millennials as well as Gen Z find comfort in the clothes from the past because of the nostalgic feelings. However, the old money style that has been associated with preppy style has been around for decades. The initial preppy style actually started around 1910s, or becoming popularly known as Ivy League look in the 1950s. Another resurgence of the preppy style in pastel now was in 1980s before becoming the old money aesthetics in 2010s. One of the first and most iconic preppy brands, J. Press, began to develop fashions that were sold exclusively to the various northeastern college kids. And many believe that it was the J-Press that helped to shape the preppy subculture we know today. As we can see, the preppy style is already existing more than 100 years, and it has been coming back to popularity over the decades. So I wouldn't say necessarily that it is the Gen Z nostalgic feeling that dedicates to the old money style aesthetic popularity. Harper Bazaar writes, the new old money aesthetic isn't so much about looking wealthy, but rather shopping consciously and investing in your wardrobe. It may be a trend per se, but the look associated with it is one that can carry you through decades, and the pieces are intended to last. Purchasing from second-hand retailers offers an opportunity to embrace classic styling without feeding into the cycle of fast fashion. The appeal of being timeless is that you can curate a wardrobe that can be worn forever with pieces that will never age or be lost to the whim of trends. I hope that the Harper Bazaar is right here, and the one positive thing that can come out of another TikTok and social media trend would be that people start buying their clothes more consciously by choosing more lasting pieces. With 92 tons of textile waste each year, which is fast fashion is responsible for, I really hope that even such a small trend would influence that to the better. But maybe I'm being just naive. What do you think? Why does Gen Z so obsessed with the old money style? Is it the nostalgic feeling, or is it the sustainable consciousness of the last generation? Let me know in the comments, and see you in the next video. Bye.